You know, I often brag about how talented our ACES students are, how smart they are, what a great work ethic they have, and their unfailing generosity in sharing their talents with others. However, I usually have to wait until they've actually graduated and have worked for a while to really talk about all that they've accomplished with their education and the recognition that they've received as professionals. Well, tonight is an exception. We have an extraordinarily talented individual with us. Actually, she's a member of your graduating class. And she's actually already exceeded anyone's expectations for what an Illinois graduate might actually accomplish. But yet, I know that she's going to do much more and rise to even greater heights as she pursues a career related to her scholarship in human development and family studies. Tatyana McFadden began her life at a disadvantage. She was born with spina bifida and raised in an orphanage in St. Petersburg, Russia. She lacked even a wheelchair with which to get around. Undeterred, Tatyana found other ways to get her needs met, even if it meant using her hands as if they were feet to move. Early on, her resourcefulness and resilience led her to figure out ways to circumvent any limitations. Life changed for Tatyana when she was adopted by Deborah McFadden, who was then the director of the International Children's Alliance. They moved to Maryland, where she became interested in athletics, and the rest is history. I'll just mention something that Deborah shared with me today that I really wasn't aware of, but basically Tatyana's impact began when she was in high school. Denied equal access to sports, she successfully sued for the right to run alongside able-bodied runners in her high school. With newly written federal law now in place, this action of one has changed the course of athletics for all. No child with disabilities will ever be denied the right to equality in sports. During the past year alone, Tatyana has won the Boston Marathon, the London Marathon, the Chicago Marathon, the New York City Marathon. No one has ever won 4 marathons in a single year. No one. She brought home 3 gold medals and 1 bronze from the London Olympics. I may not have all my details. It's hard to keep up with all of this. You understand that, so my data may not be quite accurate. She's been profiled by the New York Times, CNN, CBS, and so many others. I can't tell you how many calls campus has received from the media asking for help in setting up video shoots to interview Tatyana. And usually I'm the person they call to find out where they can park. It's true. Now she's training for the Sochi Winter Paralympics in a completely new sport, skiing. I asked her when she started skiing, and it was last year. Amazing. So I have to emphasize that through it all, Tatyana remained committed to her studies and in using her education to help others. Her commitment to the child life specialization in human development and family studies and her experience as an intern at Johns Hopkins University make her the perfect person to help others learn to become resilient and to achieve their dreams. I'm delighted that she's willing to share her thoughts with all of us tonight, and so it's with great pleasure that I'd like to introduce your colleague, your peer, Tatyana McFadden.
You guys can hear me. I want to thank Dean Kramer for the wonderful words. So thank you so much. They say that a journey towards one's future begins with a single step. For me, that first step was probably different than yours. But it was not a journey of hardship, as many have often imagined. It was a journey filled with hope, with strength, with courage, important ingredients for a successful life, whatever your age might be. As I look back at my 24-year journey from an orphanage in St. Petersburg, Russia, to this day of graduation at the University of Illinois, I am overwhelmed with gratitude for those who've helped me along the way. Who could have imagined 24 years ago this would even be possible? I spent my first 6 years' life living in an orphanage and forever will be grateful for the care that I received. From the story that my mom tells me, the orphanage did their best to accommodate my independent spirit and stubborn determination that came apparent at a very early age. I must say, I must have been a handful then. It was that independent spirit, that stubborn determination, that kept me going. Unable to stand, crawl, or walk, and with no wheelchair available, I taught myself how to walk on my hands using my arms as legs. That simple act of walking on my hands helped me to develop muscles in my arms, shoulders, and back, which has brought me so much success on the track and in life. This is what has convinced me that we are who we are from the moment that we are born. It is our job to take the gifts that we are given and use them the best way that we can. While sometimes parents may make us crazy, I have to say my adoptive family has been the greatest gift of all. I am blessed with parents, 2 sisters, my aunt, an extended family that has seen potential in everyone. Sorry. My parents fought battles for equal access in my early years and helped me to develop my voice so I could share in the fight. When I was in high school, I fought the right to run alongside of able-bodied runners at my high school track team. We achieved victory in Howard County, Maryland, creating a new law that has embraced nationwide, forever changing the face of high school athletics. When you spend your first 6 years in an orphanage, you never take your parents or your family for granted. As you say thank you each and every day for the opportunities that they have given, the doors they have opened, and the dreams that have become reality. They get the credit for introducing me to the University of Illinois over 10 years ago. They knew about the university's exceptional wheelchair athletic program and signed me up for summer basketball camp. One trip to the campus and I was hooked. No longer the only wheelchair athlete on the team, I was surrounded by others with the same dream of achievement in academics and sports that have become my way of life. When I got here, I enrolled in ACES. I think I made the best decision. They charted my excellent course in the study of human development, while Adam Blakeney took over the sports perspective and molded the athlete I have become today. I will forever be grateful to the University of Illinois and ACES for the learning, coaching, and for setting the gold standard for all universities who seek to accommodate people with disabilities in all aspects of school life. Now let's fast forward through the national, world, Paralympic competitions, a few marathons here and there, a medal or 2 along the way, and a new dream of competing in the Winter Paralympic Games in Sochi, Russia. And you get the story of my life. But the story is not what matters. What matters is the lessons I've learned along the way. Here are a few of the lessons I have learned from this incredible journey of one, which is really a journey of many. A journey of family, friends, professors, academic advisors, coaches, teammates, and all who have enriched my life for the past 24 years. this is what I've learned. First, don't take anything for granted. Life is a gift. Our education is a gift. The fact that we sleep in warm homes, have family and friends who care for us, have food at our table each day, these are all very precious gifts that many others don't have. It is incumbent upon our generation to put our blessings to work as volunteers, as advocates, and for those who don't have a voice. We must promise in the days, months, and years ahead to raise our hands and say, yes, I can help. It is only in giving that we can truly receive. Second, say thank you to everyone. It is easy to make the assumption that because we have worked hard, we deserve what we receive, and thank yous are not required. I would argue that thank yous are always required. When things go well, we need to say thank you. When things don't go so well, we still need to say thank you. Thank you to those who've helped us learn the lessons that only mistakes can teach us. Each mistake we make and every thank you gives us closer to success. And last, don't put limits on your dreams. If you want it bad enough, you must try. And if you miss the first time, you must try again. Don't let others tell you that your dreams are too big or your ambitions are impractical. This country, the home of so many great discoveries, was built by people just like us who did not put limits on their dreams. We must learn to listen to the drive within us, the drive to explore, to experiment, and to try something new. If we all listen carefully to that drive within, there is no limit to what we can achieve in life. And now we all begin the next chapter of our life. Many feelings are involved. Maybe a little anxious, maybe a little happy, a little frightened, but hopefully very hopeful about the future. It is each of our responsibilities to make our lives count. Let us be blessed with the goodness of life, and let us do our best to live the life that is worth remembering. Thank you and congratulations.
Tatyana, I just want to say how proud we are of you. Dean Hauser talked about pride, being proud of our institution, but it's also the case we're very proud of our students, and you are just a wonderful example of the type of ACES students that are just going to go on and do miraculous things. So thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
I hope you enjoy this. This is a collage by Heather Miller, one of our ACES alums and faculty members. So.
Beautiful. Thank you.